Well, here it is, 1975 BJ40. And as you may have seen on the video, I have a BJ40 and it's for sale. And the cool thing is, it's for sale in Southern California, San Diego to be exact. So although the US market in 1975 received quite a few of the FJ40s, let's rewind. FJ40. This one is a BJ40. And they didn't make it to the States without being a direct import from out of the States. So, you know, two versions from the same factory. The BJ40s went to all the other countries. FJ40s made it around town too, but US market was happy with the FJ40s for some reason. Most likely that reason, the 2F motor and the original F motor, or I guess it's 2F, 3F, I don't know, a few Fs. That one had quite a bit of horsepower, and the US market, I suppose, being mostly gas, was kind of looking for a little bit more horsepower. And the BJ40 came with the B motor, which this one has. It's an original B motor. This is an original family owner as well. So the B motor being a 3-liter inline 4-cylinder, the specs, well, good enough for a Land Cruiser that's working on farms, cruising around the mountains, crossing rivers. This had about 80 horsepower, and you may not think that is a lot of horsepower, with the F motors probably doubling that as they went into the generations. But the 80 horsepower, you got 140 pounds of torque. So that's pretty big for a pretty small diesel motor. And what it does is that it gives you plenty of power in 4-wheel drive low, but on the streets it's very economical. And these things being so simple, kind of just like that Hilux over there, all mechanical, indirect injection, they were pretty fuel efficient, and really was a popular choice for most of the non-US market, where diesel was easy to get and very stable. So these guys, especially in Australia, doing the outback, they were working remote distances, and fuel, I'm sure, was not as easy to come by. And when you can store fuel for long periods of time like diesel can, it was a good choice. So very rugged, very durable. The diesels are pretty popular all around the world. Too bad they didn't really get out to the US until later. But so this BJ40 was produced in 1974. It was the first year it came out with the B motor. And diesel, there you go. So the FJ40s came out quite earlier, but they introduced it in 1974, and it ran for 10 years, just like the FJ40. So they were replaced by the, of course, 70 and 60 series. And towards the end, this thing, I believe, came up with a possibly up to the 3B. And especially in the Japanese market, they had a better setup for or better options for the diesel motors. But the 3B, 2B, 1B, not a huge difference until you got up to the 4B and the 1.4 BT, the turbo versions. Those ones actually are pretty decent. But yeah, these things, classic, iconic, diesel. So let's get a quick little walk around. I don't do too many cuts in here, so we're gonna get what we get. And this fine blue Land Cruiser actually has a name. It's Baby Blue. And I've taken this thing out for a few trips in Costa Rica, and very enjoyable, especially after we did the shackle reverse. So this is a Profits Land Cruiser system that I purchased and brought down to Costa Rica and installed. So as you can see, no shackles up front. But what this does is give you an incredible upgrade in ride, and just stability, smoothness, all those keywords that one would look for. There's the shackles back here. Excellent upgrade. This one also has power steering, power brakes with the disc upgrades in the front. Pretty much brand new tires. These are the Firestone Destinations. Same as that guy. 31 1250 15s. And let's do a quick look in the interior. Nicely redone with vinyl, but it's got a, from a distance, a leather quality, but it is vinyl and very comfortable. Back seat's the same, and as you can see, there's been a little bit of upgrades in here. We have some new stickers, aftermarket gauges, because these gauges went out at some point in its life, and this is what was installed. So not my first choice. I probably would have went and got a new one of those dashes, or even put a digital dash in there, but that is what we have here. So still got the large steering wheel, and with power steering, yeah, easy. 4-speed. Got some new knobs in here as well. Got a little tiny stereo right here, is Bluetooth. And after about 40, 60 miles an hour, well, 60 kilometers, I mean, yeah, kind of hard to hear that. So it's really just for hanging out and cruising. They go up and down, just like they should. So let's look what we have underneath the hood. There it is, the B motor, the original. So this is an original owner, stayed in the family for the entirety of its existence from 1975, and this is the original B motor. Although it was gone through new rings, pistons, and when I got it, we had a mystery oil leak and wound up taking pretty much everything apart again to find it, and we did find it, and it's been corrected. So no drips, which is nice. These things, being an old diesel, it's kind of hard to get one that doesn't drip, but this one does pretty well. And there it is, the booster for the power brakes on the or the disc brakes in the front. Let's see, what else did we put in here? We do have a factory position power steering, which is down here. So another option that you see sometimes is that it's out here, which safe, perfectly doable, but I don't really like the look of it. And this over here is a reservoir. So I believe it comes out of like a 90s Hilux, and it matches up nice. The power steering pump is down here below the alternator. You see it down in there. So nice and clean. This thing did have a kind of a textured paint in here. Typically these will match the outside color. And these, most of the BJ40s come, especially Central America, come with this in silver. We repainted in white. I think it looks a lot better. Does have a snorkel, so if you're so inclined to dump it underwater, it'll get you to the other side, but I don't recommend it. Locking hubs, which takes some stress off of the drivetrain. And one of the nice things too, same as this Hilux over here, is that I installed upgrade exhaust. So this is 2.25 inch, I believe 2.25. Same thing, runs all the way down and through, all the way out. There it is. So maybe a little bit more pep in the step, but it definitely looks better, that's for sure. So just like the little tour I did of the Hilux over there, this thing is for sale, and I have one. Or is it I have one and it's for sale? Either way, contact me. This is available in San Diego, California. It does have paperwork. Currently I have my 90-day temporary tags, waiting for the tags to come in the mail. So this has been verified, it's been certified, and it is on its way to have California plates. So if you're looking for a very nice BJ40, this could be the one. I appreciate your time, and on to the next project.